Hi there, this is Alfie Whattam. I'm London's technology recruiter and the host of the London Tech Talks podcast, where I speak to different UK-based technology leaders. Today I'm speaking to Mohamed about a few different things. Thanks for joining us, Mohamed. Just to give the viewers some context, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and the kind of stuff that you're working on?
Okay, so my name is Mohamed, as you said. I'm originally from Egypt. I have been working in software industry, I think, 17 or 18 years now. During that time, I'm not sure if it's fifth or sixth countries that I worked in so far, but I worked in so many different countries like US, India, China, Egypt, Netherlands, and here, and a lot of different companies as well. I worked in Microsoft and Booking, and now I'm a software development manager in Amazon. Basically, I'm part of what we call selection and contribution platform, which is basically when you go and look at a product, like looking at the attributes, looking at stuff like the properties of a product, things related to like what is the color of that T-shirt, how heavy is that TV, how many spoons inside that set, and stuff like that. So basically, the whole system behind this. I also worked in some different startups in different places. I co-founded one myself. I think that's mainly about it. I worked also in a lot of different roles. So right now, I'm a manager. I have been a manager for some time. I worked also as an engineer. I'm also like a writer. So I released like a science fiction novel before.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Brilliant. All right, awesome. So obviously we're recording this during lockdown. What's your lockdown experience been like?
So lockdown started for me actually when I was in the Netherlands. So I came to UK last April. It was actually kind of weird from the perspective in UK because I started my job during the lockdown. And when you are an engineer, lockdown is actually makes you more productive because you just have like a tunnel vision and focus on stuff. But you're a manager, it's actually different. It's because like most of the stuff that you do in manager requires like communicating with people. So having it over virtual virtual chatting and virtual conversation, stuff like that, it's kind of challenging, especially if you have never met those people before. Like if it's someone you used to work with before and now you just chat with them over video or audio, stuff like that, it becomes easier. But yeah, I think that's a challenge about it. It's a different experience. I have never started any job before, just completely virtual like that. But yeah, we're waiting to see how it goes.
Absolutely. All right, good stuff. So a lot of people that watch these videos, Mohamed, they're quite new to the industry, they're IT graduates. Obviously, they don't quite have the level of experience that you do. Would you have any advice for those people that are just starting their technology careers?
Yeah, I actually, part of the stuff that I enjoy doing is that I give a lot of sessions. I have lost count. I think it's hundreds, if not even thousands of sessions that I gave before. Some of them are live, some of them like one-on-one and videos and stuff like that. So as I usually say to the people that's following me and my students and different people that I talk with, when it comes to working in software development industry, don't focus most of your time on learning technologies because technologies change. If you spend like 100% of your time investing a lot of money and time and getting certificates in specific technology, and by the time you're done, for some reason that company that created the technology dies or someone bought it or stuff like that, you lost everything that you learned. So focus more on like stuff that don't change, like what we call fundamentals, and then go from there. It's like, I always say it's like when you're building like a 40 stories high building. At the beginning, you need to like dig deep and put foundation, which is not pretty to look at. It's just like a bunch of cement and a lot of like metal and stuff like that. It's not as pretty as like when you draw windows and start like polishing walls and stuff like this, but it needs to be there. Otherwise, that building could collapse. So that's the main advice that I keep giving to people all the time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then when the foundations are in place, the rest of the building gets built very quickly. And
Mm,
it's, you know, another analogy that I like to use is with a
yeah,
rocket ship. It uses
yeah,
90% of its fuel to get off the ground. But then
mm,
once you've got the foundations in place and once you have that lift off, then you just sort of drift through space. And it's, you know,
yeah,
there's engineering. When you get the
exactly.
down, the tech comes sort of second nature. Brilliant. All right. So, if we were to look inside your crystal ball into the future, are
Mm,
there any cutting edge technologies or tools or ideas or
mm.
platforms that you think will have a big impact on the future?
Yeah, I think the most interesting technologies that I see right now, one of them is self-autonomous driving cars. Like basically the idea of you go and sleep in the car and then wake up when you arrive to your office.
Yeah.
That's like the dream of many people. And also like the expansion of IoT, like basically reaching the idea of your fridge telling you, sending you a message, actually going further, your fridge actually placing orders with the supermarket itself. So
Mm.
you don't even need to worry if you have more milk or like, is there any meat left in the fridge or stuff like that. I think there is a lot of focus on those areas, and I think they make a lot of sense from the perspective of like product market fit.
Mm.
Like me as a consumer, I would love to have a fridge like that. I would love to stop worrying, do I have enough milk in the fridge or do I have enough steak or stuff like that? So, and
You-
there's a lot of technology behind it.
yeah, like have the fridge recognizing that you need a steak, and then the
Yeah,
self-driving car comes and delivers the steak for you.
yeah. There's like a plethora of technologies behind this. You have like machine learning, you have computer vision, you have like language understanding, you have distributed systems. There's like at least a dozen of different, very big technology groups behind building something like that.
Yes. So the interesting thing in my world, from a recruitment perspective, is
Mm,
the impact that will have on the market in terms of
mm,
self-driving cars, replacing a lot of need for drivers, delivery drivers. But at the
mm.
same time, it obviously creates new jobs for
Yeah,
developers and that sort of thing.
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Like I always look at it this way. People say like there is a lot of when you computerize stuff, a lot of job dies, but also a lot of job like replaces that didn't exist before. So it's kind of like equilibrium state.
Yes, absolutely. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for taking the time, Mohamed, to
Yeah,
have a quick chat to get your ideas and insights and thoughts. I will tag you on LinkedIn in a few days when it comes out, so people can reach out if they've got any further questions. But thank you so much for your time
yeah,
again,
sounds good.
for watching, everybody.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.